No.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear parents. Welcome to the 2021 academic year grade briefing. We meet once more to appraise each other on what will be happening in school. And for those of you who are new to our school, we welcome you joining this small family, Kalulushi Trust School. We hope that your child will be equally happy with us this year. The year begins on a note rather unfamiliar, in the sense that now we have to deal with not only the academic programs in school, but also take care of the health issues surrounding our community. Grade 5 will be an interesting year for your child, in the sense that this year your child enters upper school proper. Upper school proper in the sense that now your child begins to prepare for the grade 7 national exams that will come later on, 2 years' time. The other aspect to consider is the fact that for the first time in the history of the Zambian school curriculum, grade 5 pupils will be assessed. We have now what is called the school-based assessment. The school-based assessment program will account for the first 30% of each paper when they sit for their grade 7 exams. Meaning at the time your child will be sitting for the grade 7 exam, each paper will only account for 70%. 30% will have been accumulated over the course of 3 years, 10% at grade 5, 10% grade 6, 10% grade 7, making 30. So with that in mind, we know that it will be something exciting for them, but for once again, we take note that the assessments are not tests, they are not examinations. They stand as the term assessment states. So they will be assessed unknowingly, if you like, because the tasks given to them will be simple, in most cases practical, hands-on, and therefore there's no need for you to worry. Now, taking us through the briefing today, basically are the class teachers. For now, I'll call upon Mrs. McKay to take us through and see how best the year goes. Thank you very much. Welcome once more.
Good morning, parents. Thank you very much, Mr. Nirongo. I will be teaching grade 5 red this year, and Mrs. Budenda will be teaching grade 5 blue. So I will be speaking on behalf of both classes, 5 red and 5 blue. On display here are some of the textbooks that will be used during the year. It would be all right if your child avails him or herself a copy that can be used at home for personal study. So these are some of the textbooks that are going to be used over the course of the year. And then we'll talk about the uniform. Our school uniform always has the Kalulushi Trust School logo. So if your child has got a plain shirt, the plain white shirt, please ensure that it has the logo. There are some parents who buy the shirts but don't put the logo. Kindly have the logo put on it. We do have some contacts from the school office for people who supply the uniform and those who do the embroidery as well. So this is the white shirt that is used for both boys and girls. The gray school jersey. A reminder, please do not label right on the front, because looking at the times we're living in, anybody could call your child by their name and then they'll follow, being at the age that they're at, thinking that it's somebody who knows them. So we're advising you to label at the back, visibly for your child to see only, not anybody else. We have the house t-shirts, the red for Luangwa, the yellow for Zambezi, and the blue one for Kariba. These also have the school logo on them. With the with the sports shirt comes the shorts, either black or white. The black also should have the school logo on it. For the boys, we allow them to wear gray trousers or gray shorts. The girls are allowed a gray skirt or the gray gym dress. These are available through various suppliers who have contacted the school office. Punctuality is very important. If your child comes in at 7:30 or slightly after, they will be late. Reason being, all lessons start at 7:30 promptly. So let your child come in good time, maybe 7:20, 7:25, to allow him or her to settle, greet their friends, take out the homework, and just get ready for the day's activities. When they come in at 7:30, then they'll take a lot of time to settle because they'll have found that their peers have already settled and are getting on with the day's activities. Of course, we know that there's a lot of traffic now between Kitwe and Kalulushi, so we need to time our movements in such a way that they do get in on time. And again, we do have the school buses for those who are based in Kitwe. An appeal to you parents to ensure that your child is at the bus stop at the time, at the bus station, at the time agreed with the transporter. Because we've had cases where the buses are coming in late, and the reason is parents keep calling the drivers saying, give us 5 minutes, we're just on our way, and things like that. So can we stick to time so that as we come in, everybody is ready to start the day by 7:30. The required hairstyle for the girls is mukule. And if your child is going to use any wigs or the mesh kind of arrangement, it should be shoulder length, not anything long, no rastas, no carrot hairstyles, no weave-ons, no extensions, just plain mukule. Especially if your girl child has got permed hair, it should be plaited at all times. We will allow questions at the end of the presentation, but if it's something urgent, you are free to log in and ask what you need to ask. Homework days. Homework is given on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday is English homework. Monday's homework is mainly based on the spelling words that are copied in the morning. And the teachers always check through the spelling words and make corrections. Wednesday's homework is usually based on the grammar lesson of that week as reinforcement to see if the child has understood the concept that was done during the grammar lesson. Mathematics is done on Tuesday, is given as homework on Tuesday and Thursday, and this also is a continuation of the topic that has been taught over 2 weeks or over a week. As a parent, your duty concerning homework is to simply append your signature to show that you have acknowledged that your child has done the work. We don't expect you as parents to start teaching your child. Reason being, your method will be different from the one that has been taught in class, and therefore your child may go astray. Not only that, homework is feedback to the teacher, because in class the teacher is there and sometimes we do give one-on-one explanations as they are doing their work. But when they go home, it's time to see if they're able to do this work on their own independently. So you as a parent simply append your signature acknowledging that the homework has been done. Homework should not take more than 30 minutes because if it does, then probably your child is struggling. We do have communication books, and kindly use the communication book to indicate if your child struggled with any work. We will be giving worksheets on Friday. This will be based on science, social studies, or CTS, or even comprehension. So every day your child will be coming with homework. If your child has got no box file, kindly avail him or her the box file so that all these worksheets can be filed in that box file and used for the purpose of revision. Your children will be accorded time to go to the library, and the library days are Monday and Wednesday. On Monday, they'll get a supplementary reader, and on Wednesday, they'll get a supplementary reader and a library book. You will notice that the library book will probably be a thicker book with extended vocabulary. This library book is a selection of choice. So it is a book that interests your child. So don't start questioning your child why he or she picked a very difficult book. That is their personal choice. But the supplementary reader is the one that is extended because of the basic readers that we use in the class setup. So as they are doing their reading in class, on Monday and Wednesday, they will carry a supplementary reader so that they continue with their reading. An appeal to you parents to kindly ask your children questions concerning the books that they have carried home. Why? Because we have a situation where, because they see their friends going to the library, they also want to go and change a book that probably they haven't finished reading. So ask simple questions like, what was the title of the book? Who were the main characters? What part of the story did you like best? That will give you feedback as to whether your child has really read that book. At grade 5, in grade 5, your child will start with taking design and technology. This is a specialized subject, and we do have a specialized teacher who will be coming in to teach the design and technology. Your children will be advised on the instruments and the requirements that are needed for design and technology. We have Mr. Sinkala who will be meeting them, and when he meets them, he's going to tell them what is required. Kindly avail them these instruments so that they get the full benefits of the lessons. They will start home economics as well, and once in a while we may ask for support from you if we'll be doing some cooking or baking or anything in relation to home economics. It could be needlework. We might ask for some small items from you. Again, we appeal for your cooperation on this. It will not be anything extremely costly, but probably something that is even available at home. So we would like them to take part as fully as possible. So each child has to have a communication book. In case you want to make an appointment, you can use the communication book. If I, for any reason, would like to have a brief chat with you, I will notify you through the communication book. Yes, we do have the class WhatsApp. That is mainly for information. But you could inbox me, although during teaching time, I may only see the message way after working hours. So if you write in the communication book, your child will definitely bring it to me and say, Mom or Dad has written a message here, please read through. And I will do the same. If I write anything, I'll let your child know so that they bring it to you. And I will send a message as well to say, please check your communication book or the child's communication book. As earlier mentioned, each child needs to have a box file. There will be 2 exams during the course of the year. The first one being the mid-year exam, which is done normally around June, July. This is an exam that is set up locally just to see how well the children have grasped concepts from January to about June. Then there are the end of year exams. These are common exams that are done in all the trust schools, and these papers are set by head teachers. The reason is so that we can see if all the schools are at par, because we do have transfers of a child leaving Kalulushi Trust, maybe going to a different trust school. So there it shouldn't be a problem because our syllabus and our way of teaching is the same. So the Copperbelt Schools Association exams are done at the same time in all the trust schools. In term 3, your child is going to need a mathematical set. Kindly make this available because we'll be looking at topics like construction, properties of a circle, different angles in term 3. So if your child doesn't have the mathematical set, they may not be able to take part fully in these activities, and it will be very discouraging for him or her. Term 1 is a swimming term. We will be advised if this will be taking place. If we will be swimming, kindly let your child come with a clean towel and a swimming costume in a separate plastic or a swimming bag. We want to avoid the issue of the books getting soiled with the wet pieces from swimming. An appeal where possible, if you could cover your child's homework book with a transparent clear plastic. When the school will avail the plastic, we will cover them for them. But as we wait, if you have any plastic at home, please feel free. You are at liberty to cover your child's homework book. When we look at the state of most homework books, they are not as firm as they should be. And this is because of the way they are packed. But if they have that plastic, we feel they'll be more presentable to look at, and also it will just be some form of neatness. There are 2 reading age tests that are done by the head teacher, the first one in May and the second one in November. These reading age tests help us as a teacher to know in which reading group to place your child, because normally children with the same reading age are put in the same reading group. This will help them so that as they are reading, they don't have many difficulties or challenges. Those are done in May and November. We will have 3 consultation afternoons this year. Term 1, the date will be communicated. There will be consultation afternoon. Term 2, consultation afternoon will be just after the mid-year exams. And in term 3, consultation afternoon will be after the end of your exams. But please, parents, let's not wait for consultation afternoon. If there's anything urgent that you need to bring to the attention of the class teacher, please feel free to do so. Our knocking off time this term, we are going to maintain 13 hours. For the children who are picked up by their parents, you will be finding your children in the school hall. Please tell them not to come straight to the car park. The car park is quite congested. We see a lot of traffic there, and it's not very safe for a child to move alone in the car park. Moreover, we don't know who is picking up these children. We've had cases of missing children, not in this school, but in other setups. So we're appealing to you to pick your child from the school hall. There are teachers on duty who will be there to ensure that all is well. And if you're sending somebody who probably your child does not know, kindly alert Mrs. Mudenda or myself so that we tell the child who's picking them up on that particular day. We have had cases of somebody coming in and children refusing to go because they don't know who that person is. So please notify myself or Mrs. Mudenda if you're going to send somebody other than yourself to pick up your child from the school hall. Those who walk home will be released from the class and they'll be shown which route to take as they go home. Those who use the school buses will be walked to the buses by the prefects. Our tuck shop will be running in the course of the term. When your child has got any money, it is safer for the teacher to keep that money and give it to him or her when they need to use it. If your child keeps the money in the pocket, first break when they go out, with all the activity, the running up and down, the money could drop. So it will be safest if when they come in the morning, they mention to the teacher, please, this is my money for lunch, kindly keep it for me. At a right time, the child will be given back that money to be used at the tuck shop. There won't be any activities this term. Like said earlier, we will be knocking off at 13 hours. So by 12:50, everybody starts tidying up in class. Term 2 will be a PE term. Your child will be told on which days they should wear the PE attire. So term 1 is a swimming term, term 2 is a PE term, and term 3 will revert to swimming. But this again will be waiting for guidelines from the necessary authorities if these activities can take place. I think for now that is all about life in grade 5, but if you have got any questions, please feel free to inbox me or Mrs. Mudenda. We are available and we will get back to you on your concerns. For now, I can hand back to Mr. Nirongo. Thank you very much for your time.
So I believe we have got it all. Grade 5 year, another busy year, just like your child went through the grade 4 year. A few points to take note of that the teacher has indeed taken us through. That is the picking up time, 13 hours. Please make it your responsibility to make sure your child is picked up as soon as classes break. And we need your cooperation in this area. We have had challenges before where some children are picked up as late as 18 hours, and that does not augur well for your child and indeed for the school as well. Then, if there are any issues regarding school fees payment, please deal with the accounts department. The department is open throughout the working hours, and it is your duty to come and see them in person. And if there is any agreement, do sit down and put in your commitment. Otherwise, do not send your child with a message to the class teacher or to the office or indeed to the accounts itself. It is your responsibility to sort out school fees. So take note of that one. Safety on the buses, again, it is your responsibility to make sure that before your child gets on the school bus, your child is masked up. Your child has got a bottle of sanitizer. Your child is secure in every way possible. Again, the transporter has a duty to make sure that before your child gets on the bus, they are inspected, and if found wanting, they may actually be left behind. And then you have to find ways of bringing your child to school. Kalulushi Trust School, under normal circumstances, will operate up to 16 hours under normal circumstances. But due to COVID issues, our ECA, or afternoon activities as we may put them simply, are suspended for now, meaning lessons will run up to 13 hours. PE lessons will be conducted. However, to cut down on the hours of contact and interaction, school will go up to 13 hours. And therefore, we expect you to cooperate with us, and let's see how best we can help protect not only the child, but the teacher and the rest of the community as well. On another note, there are always cases of absenteeism. If you know your child will not be coming to school due to illness, please do send a message to the class teacher through the office. You want to come and see the class teacher, make an appointment through the office. Come and meet the class teacher and then sort out whatever problems might be there. We hope that the year will be a smooth one. We hope that the home, the school will work together and for the benefit of the child at hand. So parents, thank you very much for your input over the years, and we look forward for your input this year and hoping that it will be a year that will come back to normal as we go on and see us through this year. Thanks very much for your attention and your patience with us. We hope to have a good year. Once more, thanks for coming.